Yo, welcome back to Battle Rap Science, where we break down bars to the molecules, man. I'm your scientist, Mega Man in the building. TOS Killers Elite 2. So we just watched it. I'm gonna just give you my thoughts, a quick rundown of the card. Fire card. They had a lot of great battles on this card. Um, a lot of great battles, man. The pay-per-view wasn't a pay-per-view, it was a live stream, free stream. You know, it did go in and out a couple of times. So on some of the, I guess, judgments, didn't fully, I couldn't fully assess how the judgment was, but looking forward to when they come out on YouTube, like the official drop. So we're gonna start it off like this, man. T-Man Sming versus V Gotti. A good battle. It was close. I feel like it was kind of close. T-Man was doing his thing. V Gotti was doing his thing. But ultimately, I had V Gotti winning the battle. He was a little bit more consistent. The pockets that he was going in and the punch carrying over all 3 rounds. I feel like he did enough to win the battle. Especially being on the road, you know what I mean? And being able to still kind of snatch the crowd back every round. So I had V Gotti winning that. Law the Dragon versus Mike. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch that battle. No offense to them guys, but I had to charge my phone during that period of time, so I charged my phone up straight like that. Tanner versus Monster. Now they did go last, so main event Monster was in full effect, but this was a body. I had this as the body of the night. All 3 rounds, Monster just pretty much showed levels. I mean, the conviction, the crowd control, the performance, the haymakers, just everything. Tanner, he really didn't have enough ammunition to combat what Monster was coming with. So yeah, it was overkill. It was overkill, man. But shout out to Tanner, man. He gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Shout out to Monster. He's got J2 next weekend on the Boots on the Ground OSBL card. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he can go from that battle to J2, because J2, that's a step up of level of competition from what he just had. Bob Juice versus Mozzie. I had this as a good battle, man. I wasn't as familiar with Bob Juice, but I did go back and watch some of his battles, so I saw his ability. And I got this as a debatable, man. Mozzie, he was in there punching. Mozzie was doing what Mozzie do, but Juice, he was doing what he do too. And he kind of had the home crowd advantage, and the crowd was loving his material, his content. I kind of called that one 2-1 off first watch. I felt like Mozzie got the first 2 and Juice came in the third and took that one. But it can be debated. And, once it dropped, on film and the official drop, I wouldn't be surprised if, I changed my answer. But off first watch, I feel like just the power of Mozzie's punches and the structure that he had in the first 2 rounds was enough to win the battle. Merlot 100 versus NOTR. This was another good battle. This was a battle where the stream actually messed up, but I love the material that NOTR had. Merlot had some good material in the first. He was doing pretty good. This is a close battle again. This is a debatable. This is where, you probably have to call this one when it officially comes out. I feel like that first round was a little bit closer, but I had NOTR clearing in the second. So the first, it kind of can go either way. But it looks like NOTR was kind of on his way in that one, because he was having the momentum. From his first to the second, he was getting better and better. Shiesty Foe versus Hustle. Man, this was a good battle too, man. Hustle, was punching. Shiesty Foe, he was coming with more so of, the projection, the energy, the content that the crowd was loving. To me, I felt like the creativity of Hustle's punches and how rapidly they were being delivered, I don't think the crowd was able to really digest what Hustle was saying. But me sitting at home watching, I was edging Hustle, each round in this. But, it can be debated. It can be debated. This is another one where, once the official rollout comes out on YouTube, you know, you'll be able to really kind of assess the material from both guys. But, you know, right now I'm rocking with Hustle on that. Aeon versus Rock. This was a good ass battle, man. You know, this is a good ass battle. I ain't gonna hold you. Out the gate, the first round, these women were both punching, throwing punches. I had Rock in the first. In the second, I feel like Aeon turned up and she had more of like the lyrical content and the creativity with the punches. But Rock came back in the second with some fire rebuttals. And then Aeon in the third, she left Earth in the third. So, you know, right now it's kind of up in the air. It's debatable in my opinion. I feel like Rock got the first, Aeon got the third, and it's down to that second round. It's down to that second round. You know, I feel like that those rebuttals did kind of swing momentum back into Rock's direction there. After Aeon did have a really, really solid round. So it's really gonna take reviewing the tapes on this one. I was kind of edging it to say, I don't know, it's debatable. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's debatable here. It's debatable. But definitely a good battle. K Venom versus Dollar. Now this was a fire battle, man. K Venom, his pen is definitely sharp. Dollar, you know, the creativity, the just the punching ability. This is one where the stream went out. I felt like it was 1-1 going into the third. I felt like Dollar got the first. I felt like K Venom got the second. The deciding round would be the third, but the stream went out. So this is another one that we're going to be looking for when the battle drops to see, you know, who won this one, man. Then we got Capo versus Gorilla, man. The long-awaited grudge match. You know, I felt like Capo came out strong in the first. I had him winning the first round, but Gorilla's first was very solid. Gorilla, he was solid all 3 rounds. He kept, you know, he was consistent all 3 rounds, you know, and he might have actually rode up. Capo, his first was really good. His second was not as good. So I gave Capo the first. I had Gorilla taking the second clear, and it was 1-1 going into the third. Gorilla comes out in the third and has another solid round. Very, very good material, delivered well. You could tell he was really, really prepared for this battle. And, you know, then Capo came in the third and he jammed up, man. He didn't have any material. And actually it was kind of some foreshadowing throughout this battle because just me, you know, I got to break it down to the science. Just me being able to watch the body language of the individuals, it kind of told me that maybe there was an opportunity for this to happen to Capo. You know what I'm saying? You know, different little things he was doing during this round. I can't remember if he was looking at his phone or he was, you know, talking to people on the side. And just the way that he was delivering his material, you know, it kind of hinted to me that this was a possibility. But still, it was a really good battle, man. It was a really good battle. A really good showing from Gorilla. Capo's first was really good. So, you know, you get that in the beginning, you get a really, really good watch. So, looking forward to that one coming out too, man. But that was the whole event. I don't think I missed nobody, but TOS Killers Elite 2, Volume 2. That's how I call it, man. Battle Rap Science. Holla at your boy.